Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the third episode of Downdays TV, presented by Monster Energy, Völkl skis, and Oakley. It's New Year 2023. My name is Daniel Hanka. This is my co-host Martin Misov, and welcome back.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Downdays TV. This is episode number 3, and we have an absolute blast of a show for you guys. We have more news of free skiing. We got all of the news in the world of free skiing for you, but we also have two amazing guests today, Coline Ballet-Baz and Arianna Tricomi.
Can't wait. Actually, as it is New Year, you know what they say, New Year, new me. Do you have any New Year's resolutions for this year, actually?
My number one New Year's resolution is have a shot for everyone who's tuning in and for us on top of New Year. So, Mr. Stee, can we please get one round of, it's just air.
Oh, look at this.
Thank
look
you,
at
sir.
this. Beautiful. We got these beautiful glasses.
So, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to you guys. Happy New Year and welcome to Downdays TV, episode number 3. Let's go.
Real nice, like a toothpaste.
It's it makes it way nicer to sit next to you. Let's go, Dan.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. Before we actually get started, I would like to thank everybody who participated in our little Down Days giveaway on our YouTube channel. So thank you whoever submitted the question for our guest trivia. And hopefully the prizes from our sponsors made you super happy, and it was a nice little Christmas gift.
Well, as you mentioned, Dan, what you need to do to participate in this, you have to write in the comments on the Downdays YouTube channel. It's pretty simple. Write a question that we are going to use for our trivia questions in the Hot Spicy quiz.
Yes, and then you can win some prizes from our sponsors. Pretty easy as is. Let's continue. How about that?
Well, Dan, it's been a tough holidays the last couple of weeks.
I agree. Oh, actually, as it was Christmas and we didn't really manage to spend time together, I got a little present for you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I have no idea what's coming now. So
No, this is not scripted by our production team. It's just like my little initiative. So I'd like to give you this. I hope you can see, everybody. It's like it's from my heart to Martin. It's beautiful. Take care of it, please.
Finally, something to eat. Well, thank you for the shit. I will leave this here for now, but we also have our first winners, because for trivia questions that you send in, I'm saying it again, send them in on our Downdays YouTube channels in the comments, trivia questions for our Hot and Spicy quiz, and you can win amazing prizes. And we have our first 3 winners for the last episode. Dan, who's winning all that good stuff?
All right, let's start with Anton Eriksson, from Sweden, and Nick Crockett from USA, and they both win Downdays books. So congratulations to you, and thank you for providing the questions for our guest trivia. Next up is prizes from Oakley, which is a pair of goggles that goes to Lena Follert, and she's from Germany. Congratulations to Germany. And then what we could call some sort of a main prize.
That is quite a main prize, I have to say. It's legit. Come on, Dan.
It is legit. It's a nice Christmas gift. A little late, but it's pretty nice. And that goes to Zach Munro in Canada, who has won a pair of Völkl skis. Congratulations to you, and thanks for providing us the questions for our YouTube channel trivia giveaway.
Thank you for participating. Thank you for throwing in these questions. And now we're going to continue with the news blast. Snow report. While North America is getting pounded by snow, it's been a horrible start to the season here in Europe. Over New Year's, temperatures in many places in the Alps were the warmest ever recorded. For example, 20 degrees plus Celsius in the town of Delmont in Switzerland. That's 68 degrees Fahrenheit, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, way too warm for January.
Unlike Europe, because ski resorts across the Alps have been hurting quite a lot. Skiers in the middle elevations have been struggling to stay open with the white ribbons of death. So dramatic. while the ones at lower elevations never open at all, which is quite unfortunate, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. But as I said, the U.S. is getting pounded. The city of Buffalo, New York, received over 1.2 meters of snow over 3 days in December, which shut down the entire city. In the west, a so-called atmospheric river from the Pacific Ocean has been delivering huge amounts of snow to California. Palisades ski area in the Tahoe area, Lake Tahoe, obviously, set a new record for the most amount of snow it received in a 12-hour period, and that's 17 centimeters per hour, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few days ago, Mammoth Mountain hit an absolute huge number over the last couple months. So this season, they've received more snow than they have in the entire last year. They have a base at the summit of 5+ meters of snow. Oh my goodness. And our friends in Utah, they talking it's been the best start to a season ever in their memory. So Dan, holy crap.
It's unbelievable. It almost seems like that America is just trying to make Europe jealous at this point. But luckily, while we're recording this episode, there's been a forecast for some nice little snowfall in Europe. So maybe we can hope for at least like a 20 centimeter of base layer at least, which is a good start considering how things are going right now.
Absolutely. We're going to go contest news right now. And the big news in contests is Birkrud is winning everything. So nothing more to say except, well, he won Kur, he won Stubai, he won, where was it? Copper Mountain, Bigger. He wins it all. So contest news, Birk wins it all. Any more questions? I doubt it. Back to you, Dan.
Is he even human?
Norwegian, I think.
Oh, maybe reptilian, or how do you say it?
Could be. That could be.
Illuminati, all
One
over.
of these guys.
In other contest-related news, downdays.eu has just launched the European Skier of the Year poll on their website, and there are 30 male athletes and 17 female athletes that you can vote for them to win the European Skier of the Year. Actually, one of our guests tonight, Coline Ballet-Baz, is one of these talented individuals in the poll. So if you're a big fan of what she's doing, which you're going to find out really soon once we invite her here in the studio, you definitely can cast a vote for her.
Well, and your pronunciation of the name Coline Ballet-Baz was so spot on. Are you French?
I'm sort of a French myself, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, but it's not only Coline Ballet-Baz and many others in this poll. You're in it as well, Dan.
Oh, no way. Such a surprise. And of course, we're like completely independent media, but definitely you have to vote for me. I need you right now.
Vote for Dan and whoever else you want.
Yeah,
it's an
pretty
open
much.
poll. Do whatever you like, because we're a free spirit here at Downdays. Well, and of course, if you want to vote, all you have to do is go over to www.downdays.eu/SOT. It's like GMTM, like Germany's Next Top Model. We cut things short. It's SOT, European Skier of the Year.
All right, I think we should move on to sponsorship news. How about that?
Let's go.
I got a first one, which is a young gun from Austria, Uterus Forer. Actually, Julius, but his nickname is Uterus. And I have to be honest, because that's my favorite nickname out of all ski industry nicknames ever. However, he joins Fischer Skis, which is super sick because he joins Luki Millauer in the team, and it seems like that Fischer are making a big comeback into the new school skiing.
And Julius Forer, Austrian super skier, you said something really, really good just a couple of minutes ago, and I would like you to repeat that because that would put Uterus Forer in the right words.
Because like based on his character and skiing, I was referring to him as a Nick Gepper mixed with real ski-fi. It's like a weird mixture of insanely technical stuff plus super sandy, stupid hardcore shit that you would never ever think about, which is super sick. I love everything he does. Pretty cool. Another one.
Totally independent media.
As we said.
What else is happening?
Next one, I got a Canadian skier, Sam Kutch, has left Het to join K2 Skis. How about that?
So he's not doing head anymore?
No, he's not. Inappropriate, Martin, inappropriate.
It's the ski. What did I do? Continue, Europe.
Okay.
Don't send it to me when you're.
Entschuldigung. Next one. Chris Benchitler has signed with Arc'teryx. Martin, do you know, can you tell me a little more about Arc'teryx? Because I just need to be enlightened a little bit.
Well, it's a super cool outerwear clothing brand, and they do a really amazing job in what they do, and they can only be happy to have an athlete like Chris Benchitler, who's been bending the game of free skiing over the last decade. So, Arc'teryx, you're welcome. Signed, Chris Benchitler.
I totally agree because like he was one of the, or he still is one of my favorite skiers to watch because like his ability to bring tricks and freestyle into the backcountry and the freeride is just completely unbelievable. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Sean Pettit, which I really, really admired back in the days when he was still skiing. How about we move on the biggest news that we actually have? It's
Really?
sick one.
Is this for real?
Yeah, that's actually-
I really.
That actually happened, and the news is that the FIS has bought the Freeride World Tour. How about that? You probably heard about this news back in December that the International Ski Federation, also known as FIS, has purchased Freeride World Tour. Unbelievable. According to both FIS and Freeride World Tour, not much will happen and change this season. But there are a lot of questions about what will happen in the future because Freeride World Tour was the last independent ski competition series in the world, basically. And now it has been bought by FIS. And we all know what happened to freestyle skiing when it was bought by FIS.
Why?
Well,
What,
there was
what happened?
plenty of things happened. I'm just wondering what could happen to Freeride World Tour, actually. How it's going to be influenced by the company, let's say.
Well, you know, we've been told that nothing is gonna change
This year.
this year.
Important.
So we're looking into the future and trying to imagine what is gonna happen.
Do you think there's going to
Is-
be future spins there?
Is there gonna be Olympic spins there? This is my question. Is
That's the
free
real-
riding, is freeride skiing and freeride snowboarding gonna be an Olympic discipline? Because this is what FIS does, right? So how are they gonna do that? I'm shocked. But then we have the perfect guest tonight to get a bit more insight on this entire topic.
Yeah, because both are involved with FIS and Freeride World Tour at the same time. So should we just invite our guests?
Well, I would not want to wait any more.
All
Ladies
right,
and
let's do that.
gentlemen, our guests tonight are two heavy hitters. They have been ruling the free ski scene for the last decade, I would say. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the three-time world freeride champion. This is none other than Arianna Tricomi, and of course, the one and only Coline Ballet-Baz.
Woo!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ciao,
Hello,
belli.
ladies.
Oh, what a surprise to see you here.
Ciao.
Unbelievable.
Thanks for coming. Super cool.
Yeah,
Ari,
real
always
surprise,
good to see you.
Totally
Ciao.
surprised.
Tutto bene?
Tutto bene,
Sì.
ragazzo.
Oh, ciao.
Have a seat.
Thank you,
Please.
guys. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Feel free to have a water or drink.
Thank you.
Oh, you brought your own drink, actually.
Well, the ladies come prepared, you know. Here at Downdays TV, things have to be done, and you guys are doing it. Thank you very much, and
You're welcome.
thanks for coming to Downdays TV.
Thank you,
you.
guys.
Yeah.
For the invite.
Dan.
Happy
Yeah.
to be here.
We couldn't be more pleased.
I'm almost speechless, actually, right now.
That hardly ever happens.
Basically. However, let me introduce you Coline a little bit. Coline has been on the World Cup circuit for 6 years, am I right? And then she got a Freeride World Tour wild card, and now she's actually moved on to producing her own girls-only ski movies, am I right?
Only girls.
You produced 3 of them, right?
2 of them.
2 of them? Okay, we're gonna get into that after a little while. Now, please introduce Ari to us.
Well, Arianna Tricomi, words can't describe this skier. She's been a 3-time Freeride World Tour champion, but she's been a ski racer before. She's been a park rider before. She's made her way of through all stages of skiing to be this unbelievable, incredible human that she is right now.
And I also heard a rumor that now she's playing a music instrument. She's switching into music.
Well, there's a lot of things that she can do that would be discussed later. But okay, Dan, she's playing an instrument as well. Is it Querflöte?
Genau. Genau die
Ja.
Querflöte habe ich ausgesucht.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Super, Daniel. Wow.
Wunderbärchen. Dan, we got these two ladies here. Let's get into these interviews because we have a couple of legit questions lined
All
up.
right. Should we start like right from the bottom? I'd say, girls. Today, have you been skiing actually together?
We did actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I was really happy to finally ski with Coline. Yeah.
It was your first time.
Yeah, we actually
I think so.
didn't ski together.
No, never really.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
at this Freeride World
Yeah,
Tour
but
stuff, but
this
you
is
don't
not
really ski
Skiing
together.
together.
It's beautiful
Trying
how
to
Downdays
survive
TV
down.
like brings people together.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that's
Thank
what
you,
we're
guys.
here for. It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
mega.
I'm really glad you had a beautiful day of skiing together. But can you now please tell us how did you actually get to skiing? Like what was the first like impulse that got you into skiing? Coline, please start.
The first, I don't know. I didn't grow up in the mountains, and every year with my parents, we were going 1 week in the mountains, and I really loved this week. I was expecting it like 3 months in advance. And when I moved to Grenoble, a French city for my studies, and I was like, wow, I can ski all the time. And I used to do rollerblade back in the day, so I just like brought the rollerblade freestyle parts onto skiing, and I straight fell in love with it.
Just
was-
like
I
Dan.
know. You're
Just
boss.
like that, he's been
Yeah,
a
I
legit
know, I
inliner as
know.
well.
You're so good. I quit when I found skiing. Sorry,
I
rollerblade.
kind of did too, though. Like I think there's a like kind of
No,
natural.
he didn't. He's just
No,
saying
I
that
know
right
you-
now.
you did.
Of course, I do rollerblade because I love it. But there's this sort of a natural evolution, I feel like, because then when you taste a little bit of skiing and the freedom that skis are allowing you to do on the mountain, you kind of just feel that rollerblading is just a little too small for you and like not that much fun.
I mean, for me, it was just like you don't have this mountain element added to it. Like, it was much fun. It's so
Yeah.
much fun.
And rollerblading is definitely a little cheaper than skiing.
That's
Tiny
true.
bit,
That's
tiny
true.
bit.
But it's a little less stable.
Also, and it hurts more on the concrete
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Okay.
Well, it depends on the height you fall from. So, well,
That's also true.
anyway, Ari, you've been growing up in a ski town.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to actually grow up in a ski town, and my mom was a World Cup skier. She's a really passionate, strong skier, and she put me on skis when I was 3. And yeah, I remember skiing my whole life. I competed alpine skiing many years, like 10.
I want to get into that because a lot.
I don't want to.
I know. You know, skiing in all of its in
yeah,
all of forms.
yeah, sure.
We respect all forms
Yeah, sure.
of skiing and love.
No,
so
I'm super happy I did that. You know, it was a
lot of the
perfect base.
technique, a lot of the technique that you
Exactly.
have nowadays comes from there, right?
Yeah, definitely. I had also like really good times those years because it was not serious. I quit when it became serious, you know. When I was 16, it becomes like quite intense with all the training and the summer glacier skiing, and I wanted to have fun, so I quit. And I think that also telemark skiing helped me a lot. Like I started telemark skiing when I was 6 with my mom, and we used to skin up with telemark skis. Like, yeah, my mom was amazing. She showed me all the aspects of skiing, powder skiing, whatever. And yeah, then I moved to slopestyle, and yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I didn't know you were telemarking as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I
that's
still do.
interesting.
Like sometimes I
Sick.
love it. Yeah, it's like dancing. I think it's really cool.
It's like dancing, you know. You dance down the mountain. Well,
Yeah.
it might feel like that for you. For me, I tried telemarking, and I made a lot of marks, but less
With your
tellies.
body though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I saw you on the dance floor. I think you could be a good telemark skier. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've never tried telemark skis ever in my entire life.
Yeah, we've seen you dance. It's okay, Dan.
Oh,
It's not
good.
gonna work.
I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad. I agree.
Coline, now doing all the filming, you come from a park background. Well, I didn't know that as well, that you started skiing so late. and then you got comfortable with skiing, and then you brought the tricks you learned in inline to your skis, or how did that work?
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. Yeah, I was doing, I don't know what, I didn't even remember what I was doing on blades, but maybe some backflips, some 720s,
wow.
and then I was like, yeah.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, we
Until-
brought
until
some
this
mattress
day.
and we were just standing on some old mattress
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
we put
yeah.
on
That's
the
unbelievable
So
because
cool.
until this day, backflip is a highly valued trick on rollerblade.
Yeah?
I don't know why, but like,
Well, I know why, because he still can't do a backflip.
yeah, maybe that's why I quit rollerblading and started to ski.
Yeah, but you can't do it on skis either.
No,
Sorry,
I
just a
can.
Yeah,
little.
but backy is quite special. Some people just don't like.
I can now.
We had this talk about the backflips already with
Yeah, but like, it's not about my backflips. Let's move on. from
Let's
this.
let's move. Ari, like, but you've been also competing in in park skiing and in big air and in slope style and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did, but I definitely quit when the FIS came, so I still had some good years before that. That's where I competed with all the Austrian Open and the Mayrofen Open, European Open. So my first 3 years competing slopestyle were really cool. Like, it was still like this old world we maybe remember. And then
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the FIS came, I did maybe 2 World Cups, and then I decided to quit.
You saying when the FIS came,
Yeah.
that you know that it's gonna lead me into my
The
next question.
FIS
But
gets
before,
everywhere.
apparently,
Apparently.
yeah. I mean, they have the budget to go anywhere, so when they did. But I gotta get back to the. I want to go another question for Coline real quick. You've been skiing a lot of park and a lot of big jumps, and I've seen so much amazing footage of you at the Audi 9s and the 9 How cool was a competition like that? No FIS, amazing setup, best people that you want to have around. How did that
We
feel?
met there actually.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Really
Oh,
You
back
actually skied.
hey.
So
First
you
year
skied together
maybe.
before, huh?
2013 or something. Yeah. Oh, no, but even before.
Even
I don't
before,
remember.
yeah. Many years ago.
2013 when Ari was 13.
When you were still free.
Almost.
freestyle.
No, I wish. I wish.
So
That
you
was-
two has been skiing together at Audi at 9 Nights back in the days, I guess. So this was not the first day
Once.
you've been skiing together, right?
True,
I
but you
mean-
know these big events, you ski together,
Yeah.
but you're not
Yeah.
skiing together.
It's
Depends which
different
crew,
when
but
you are in the mountains. Then you're really together. Like,
Oh,
it's
so
a
today you've
different
been?
connection. Yeah, I mean, we went, I don't know, free riding or like back country skiing, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, when you leave the resort, I think that's definitely a different connection between the people and the mountains.
Definitely,
So it was,
yeah.
for me, like the first time I actually skied with you,
Yeah,
and it was
same
great.
in my
So,
mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that was so
definitely,
much
you
fun.
definitely seems like you got a vibe going on between you two. So that's pretty nice to
That
see.
was so much
How would
fun.
you actually judge the terrain and the snow today, considering the European winter is not the greatest so far? So was it all right to just ski like out of slopes?
I mean, you always have to check the every report, you know, and try to have a plan what happens from the first snowfall, you know, through all weeks. Of course, the start was really bad. For me, it was unexpected good, I have to be honest. It was
Today was amazing.
way
yeah,
more
yeah,
snow. And you can keep it mellow and still have a lot of fun, you know. So obviously it's weird for me because I know this place really well and I've never seen it like this. Like there's like water flowing down the mountain. There's like creeks, you know, and holes where usually you just ski and don't think about it. So definitely low tide, but wow, the
Yeah.
snow was great and we had a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah. And for me, it was the opposite, discovering a new place. I
Yeah.
didn't know what it looked
Yeah.
like before. There were
True.
like a little decent 20, 30 centimeters
The
of
me-
fresh snow.
Yeah.
So no, that was super great. We went with
Nice.
Rosina as well. Such a good crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super.
Well, you know,
super
I
fun.
I want to dive into the harder questions kind of quickly now because there's plenty of them. You mentioned before you quit slopestyle and freestyle when FIS came into the sport, and now what happened? 3-time Freeride World Tour champion. FIS just bought the Freeride World Tour.
I
What do
know.
you think? What are your thoughts? What could be good? What could be bad? Please give us your 2 cents.
All right. Well, I think I don't really have an opinion about what the fees is going to be on the tour because we haven't seen anything yet. So I don't want to say it's going to be bad or it's going to be good. I really hope that this allows the tour to expand, or let's say to have maybe different places where they can host the competitions, you know, maybe just have a little more freedom to play around the world to really choose the best locations. So on one side, I really hope that this is going to bring some benefits for the Freeride World Tour. But I've seen obviously the FIS taking over the whole slopestyle scene, and I think probably Coline can give us a good insight about what happened there. Me, I left it and I was just looking it from the outside, that I didn't really like too much the evolution of it. So I don't have an opinion about World Tour with FIS, but I have an opinion about FIS, and I'm definitely not the biggest fan of it. And
we're gonna have a special little blog of this show that you can express your opinion about FIS. It's gonna be perfect for that purpose.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I don't think there's gonna be major changes this year on the tour. I also asked the guys there, I called them and I was like, what's the deal, you know, if I wanna come back this year? And it's pretty easy.
Well, just to explain to our audience, we've Ari's been out for last season because you completely screwed your knee.
Yeah.
December 21.
Exactly.
So end of last year, no, end of the year before. You've been out for a whole year, and now you coming back, and you want to get back on the world tour.
No.
No. See? So
I mean,
then what did they tell you that you're saying that no?
I'm super happy now to be doing different stuff. I think I have not too many plans this winter, but those plans are nice to me. And I'd love to go back maybe for one comp or two. Like, I love Fieberbrunn, it's like almost at home, and the phase is fun if it's filled, but the last years, the conditions were quite tough, to be honest, and I don't feel like I want to go back ski, sharky, crust on short phases. Like, I really enjoyed my time going to Alaska, going to Japan, going to some dream destinations. For me, back then, I was like just getting on the tour, and I got to Alaska and all these places. I'm so thankful for that, but now I'm happy to like watch it from far and see what the FIS is gonna do, because if they don't do much this year, they might do a little more in the next couple of years, and that's my fear about it. Like, if they overtake the whole thing, then I don't know if that's gonna work.
I want to send that question to Coline as well, like, because you've been competing in freestyle sport, in free skiing, in half pipe, slopestyle, big air, and then also had a wild card for the World Tour that didn't go so well.
That
think
was a
I
fun
remember.
experience. That was a funny one.
How do you feel about that whole transition? Freestyle, free ride, FIS, not FIS.
Yeah, for the FIS thing, I'm not an athlete on the tour, so I don't feel like much affected by it. But I think if I was, I wouldn't be so stoked. Because, yeah, I know a lot of athletes have left the freestyle, slopestyle, big air comp scene because they didn't really fit into this more regulated way of doing things. And I think a lot of us are in this kind of sport because we want a certain kind of freedom in our sport, in our way of doing it, and we like it, and we don't want so much regulation. And so yeah, I was quite, I mean, I won't like say everything is bullshit. I had some really great time doing these slopestyle comps, and the French team was like a little family, and but still I was happy to leave this world too and like find some way of doing my own things again, and not being and like all the comps when they're ruled by the FIS, so first you have to get your points to be able to take part in these comps. It's not, I mean, it's the case with the qualifier already, but you need to be part of a team, so no more group thing, like just organize yourself with your friends. That's not going to be really possible. Yeah, a lot of things like that. So I really hope the vibe doesn't change on the Freeride World Tour, because my only experience, it was like, so yeah, I had a lot of crashes, and that was interesting on the skiing side, but I had so much fun, and everyone was so welcoming, and I could meet a lot of people, and yeah, so that was so much fun. So I just hope the vibe stay alive, and yeah, and yeah. And I don't have to run competition just because of TV rides or this kind of thing. Because it's free riding, it's not your normal sport, I would say. Like, conditions are so important when it comes to free ride skiing. So
And mostly pretty crazy and not definitely perfect, for as I know. Because they are just
Unfortunately,
like, you could just say, it is what it is.
yeah, you can.
It is a baguette.
Yeah, and you just have to ski down this rocky hill. It's
Well,
It's
So
gnarly.
it's like-
but that's for me. That's such an important question that I wanted to ask as well. Free riding in a competition format, you're bound to one location for a certain date, and if conditions are shit, what are you gonna do? You still gonna run the competition, and it's gonna be so difficult and dangerous for the athletes. So, because you said FIS is going to possibly open more locations, more different different terrains at different locations where conditions could be better, but it could be shit anywhere. And then, are you really want to run a freeride competition in a location where it's? And I followed the Freeride World Tour a lot, and I've seen in the last year, I've seen quite some competitions where I'm like, dude, these poor guys, these poor girls and poor guys, having to huck their life on a face that is
pure rocks and sharks everywhere.
not even. Why? How? What are your thoughts on that?
I think the tour did a good job. I mean, the years I was on the tour, not all the time, but most of the time they try to. I think it's so hard to organize a comp like that. I mean, we have to start from there. Like, I have a lot of respect because I've seen the behind the scenes on the tour, and it's just so much work these guys put into organizing these events, with like mountain guides being there all winter, going there, checking the phase. I remember in Japan once the guides, they left at like 1 in the morning to go hike the phase with like really a lot of snow, like danger 4, just to kind of see if we could run the comp, you know. So they hike up in the middle of the night with the light to check if we can run the comp. I mean, it was crazy. So I think it's so hard to just be like, oh, they run the comp in really bad conditions, because on one hand, they also want to make the tour survive. So they kind of have to like find a deal, you know, with, okay, we run the comp with bad condition, and sometimes they were kind of just asking us to ride with a little more brain.
Yep.
Just, you know, you kind of have to adapt too. Like, in Japan, they told us, hey guys, it's not the perfect conditions, but there's no heli rescue here. There's no heli rescue in Japan. And the end of the phase, we're going like into a river, and they were like, okay, it doesn't mean that you can't send, but just don't do stupid stuff if you can, because if you get hurt, it's gonna be a hassle to take you out of this place.
Jesus.
So it's like, I think when you see what's behind the tour, it's crazy. And what she said, I think, about FIS, you know, sometimes forcing comps in like really bad conditions, like we saw it in slopestyle events, that could turn the tour into something really, really dangerous if they don't care about canceling or moving the comp. Because
But talking about bad weather, the Freeride World Tour has like a weather window, am I right?
They do.
Like
Yeah.
they have like a certain, I
it's
don't know,
like 1
7
week,
7
1
days,
week
right?
to 10 days. It depends. In Alaska, it was like 2 weeks, and usually it's 1 week.
Going to Alaska
Yeah,
for 2 weeks,
just hanging
hoping
out.
for the comp to start,
Yeah, totally.
and then don't start.
Just
'cause I
sledding
wouldn't be
around
able
and
to
shooting
ski it.
shotguns all the time.
Yeah,
Sounds pretty good to
pretty
me.
much. That's what we did.
Sounds pretty
There's
good.
not much to do. You don't really go skiing in Alaska. I mean, we went there for 2 weeks, and the only run I skied was the comp run, and then I came back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Had a
but
beer or two, I hope.
maybe a little.
200.
2.
Yeah, maybe
That's
3,
two.
but yeah,
Three.
not more than that for sure. We're athletes, you know. And
Oh,
yeah.
of course. High performance athletes. Coline, you high performance athlete. You.
Yeah, I am.
You've been You've been letting go of competitions, doing your filming thing, and you've been doing ladies-only movies. Thanks for that, and it's so cool to see all the ladies go out and kill it. I mean, honestly, ladies skiing has been going through the roof in the last couple of years. Thanks for that to both of you. What is your inspiration for the next movie? What's coming up? What are your plans? And who's going to be in it?
Yeah, I don't know. I
I don't know.
So many questions at once.
like that's
I
a
get,
hard
I
one.
get, I get
I
that all
haven't
the time.
thought
I
about
get
the
that
next
all the time.
movie.
Sorry.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's true. Like for now, I've been doing like female-only movies. I love it. I mean, the vibe has always been so high, and so yeah, we've been motivating each other. That the crew thing in these movies were like the highlight for me. It's not that I don't want to shoot with guys, but it's just happened this way for now.
Did I hear it? You don't want to shoot guys? You don't want to shoot them? Yeah. No.
Sometimes, maybe.
No.
Of course. I mean, I get it. I mean, I'd shoot myself plenty of times.
No, yeah, like, and the next movie, I don't really know. I don't really know.
No,
So
but
for now,
in case
that was a quite heavy one to organize. I love doing recipe, but like
That's
maybe
my next
doing
question.
it a little break this season is good.
Really? You're going to take a break?
Yeah, I'm taking a break from logistics.
I just want to ask, like, as you don't know what the future plan is, maybe can you tell us a little more what goes into producing such a movie? Like, what's behind the scenes, you know, like, because everybody who watches the recipe, for example, they just see, like, good vibes, super vibing with your crew and stuff, and beautiful shots and stuff, but, like, what's behind the scenes? Like, what do you have to do to actually make this all happen and put it on our screens?
Yeah, there's quite a few steps and a team
Quite a few.
behind. And like, yeah, the first step is like to find the budget. So we usually like in April, I'll start like writing down what I want to do and like the project ID. Then I'm working with Raf, like the movie producer kinda. And then we do the little
Raf Ragazzoni.
Raf Ragazzoni is the
Shout
only
out to
one.
Raf Ragazzoni
One and
straight into
only,
the camera.
yeah.
Can you get a
Yeah, big
welcome,
shout out to Raf.
Ragazzoni?
Big shout out to Raf. He's been helping a ton with like finding some budget, and then once you got the budget, you gotta find a production crew, and once you got the production crew, or at the same time, pretty much you gotta find the crew. So it's like a lot of writing and trying to organize, trying to figure out who is available when, and how you're gonna be able to fit all the shootings and yeah, this year, first I didn't really want to do like street, park, backcountry and freeride, but in the end it happened because like I really wanted to shoot with Taylor again. That was like not
Taylor
even a
Seaton?
question to do a movie without
Jesus
her.
Christ, is she a girl, Taylor Seaton? Seriously?
Taylor Seaton.
I
Taylor
missed
Luke?
Taylor.
Taylor
I'm
Brooks.
sorry.
Jesus Christ, Martin. Are you from this century or what?
Dude, she's only.
It's Taylor
I
Brooks.
got stuck. Sorry.
You know. So yeah, and Taylor is like the queen in the streets. So then we ended up doing a good street session actually in Salt Lake City. That was the first part of the movie. Nienili Bermanson joined us. Shiori joined us too, a Japanese girl. She was like in the States at the same time, and she's killing it. So we just like took her with us on the shootings, and then we did the freeride and backcountry part in France. That's maybe the hardest to organize with the conditions, and it's like small sessions, 2 or 3 days. So every time you like check the condition, try to see who is available, and then you try to find a place, and then we did the park shoot in the end too. That was quite
How many guys wanted to come to the shooting and were not allowed? I think it's probably quite some, I would say.
I don't know. Yeah, we were already quite a lot. We were like a good dozen of girls, like some from the
Nice.
new generation that I didn't even know before the shoot. And yeah, as you said before, like the level is going like crazy. That was so cool to see. So much style too, not only like technicality. And so yeah, I really loved like organizing everything and getting to know a bunch of girls. Like some of them I didn't even know before shooting. Some of them are good friends, but it depends.
And when you actually make the plan and you get your money and then you plan your shootings, how much different the reality is compared to your plans?
A lot.
Wow.
So
A
just
lot.
like in real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would say like at the beginning of the season, I had a little paper where I'm like, okay, Taylor available from this day to this day, Juliet from this, and then you're like, you pick some people up depending on the days,
It's just
depending
like
on what you're
organized
doing.
chaos,
and
basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You like maybe 3 days in advance, you know, kind of
Yeah.
where you're gonna go with who. But
I feel that.
and that's already quite good, 3 days in advance.
Also, it's quite stressful too at the same time, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're in the flow of the season, I would say. So when it stops, you're like, wow, I have nothing left to do. That's pretty chill. But
Oh,
when
wow.
you're in it and you're like hyped to go, and it's for me, I love like having different types of skiing. I mean, you never get bored. Maybe if I would have done the same freeride session all year or same street session, I would have been a bit like, not bored, you know, but like a bit like, okay, what's next? And this kind of season, it's crazy. Like you switch from one type of skiing to another, and then it makes you even hype when you find some powder again after 2 weeks in the streets, and you're like, wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time that we're going to check out a clip from Recipe.
C'est pas si habituel, je pense, d'avoir des événements ou des shootings où il n'y a que des femmes, que des skieuses. Donc oui, mais tu vois, pour moi, ça me paraît même plus inhabituel parce que c'est le quotidien de la saison, c'était le quotidien pour Skivaz, d'être que entre femmes et de voir à quel point ça peut marcher, quoi, à quel point il y a une énergie, une sororité, un partage qui est vraiment énorme et qui fait qu'on a envie de se motiver les unes les autres, de se pousser les unes les autres. Et oui, il y a une énorme motivation et beaucoup de positif qui sort de tout ça à chaque fois.
The Coline Ballet-Baz movie Recipe. Coline, what is the most difficult thing to get a crew like this together?
You said my name right. Congrats. Thank you.
First time ever. New year, new me. That's it, right here.
Brand new me.
And wait, what was the
The
question?
question was, how do you get a crew like this together? You know, you need the filmers, you need the riders, you need the conditions, you need the location. How does this work?
Yeah, it's a lot of improvisation, and it's like a mix for the crew. I would say a mix of people you know you've been working with, or you've met on competition, or on shootings, or just skiing, and then you know it's gonna fit. We're gonna get well along. So yeah, just invite these people. And for other ones like Michelle, for example, I didn't know her. I just wrote her on Instagram like randomly in autumn, and I was like, I'm doing a female freeski movie. Do you want to join? And she ended up coming in Europe, in France for a few weeks. So that was dope. And yeah, some other like Manon, like Raf recommended me. Manon, he was like, oh, she's a young Reaper.
Manon
You should. Manon Loschki, yeah.
Loschki, sorry
Yeah.
for my pronunciation again. Thank you.
And so yeah, Manon got recommended to me and didn't regret at all. She's such a sick skier and good person to shoot with, and so yeah, it's a little bit like just ask people. Some people ask you, but it's like
Make shit happen.
Yeah, you make shit
Is
happen.
that what you have to do?
Yeah.
And to make shit happen, you need a lot of people in the background as well. And I think you and I, we both have to throw a shout out to the one and only Mr. Schinka.
Mr. Schinka.
Thank you very much for supporting and loving free skiing for the last 2 decades, doing such a great job. Now we are going to move on to our next part of this show, and this is my main man Dan's favorite topic, and he's going to introduce you to it.
Let's get serious. Let's get to the Podium of Hate. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Podium of Hate. For those who are here for the first time, Podium of Hate is a block of our show that we ask our precious guests of what they hate the most in this world. It could be ski related, it could be not ski related, it could be literally anything in the world. It could be color, could be music, could be literally whatever.
Could be
so,
you.
Could be
Could
me.
be you.
Most likely it is me.
Could be me.
but yeah, it's you
More
actually.
likely.
It's more likely you. True that. But girls, can you please rock, paper, scissors, and so we can find out who's gonna go first of the Podium of Hate?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Oh my God,
This could take a while.
such a thriller! Oh my
Oh.
God. Ari, please tell us 3 things you hate the most in this world, whatever it is.
Maybe Coline hates a lot of things. Maybe you should ask her.
I mean,
Why?
she-
Because she's French?
yeah, that's
Yeah, exactly. No, like
I'm a hater.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you're a hater,
I'm a
right?
fucking
No.
hater.
doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily need to be pure hate, even though it would be really lovely. But you
Hate,
can just say things that just
I
you
hate
don't like.
bad snow.
There you
There you
go.
go.
So easy. That's
So
number
easy.
3.
Thank you.
So you
Okay,
got 2
you
more
got
to
two
go.
more to
That's
Okay, I think about it. Maybe you wanna say now.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
let's do that. Let's
I
do it.
hate-
Let's
I
send it to Coline
hate
in third place
In third
on the
place?
Podium of Hate.
I hate having no snow.
Okay.
No snow is bad.
That's
so
snow
true.
related.
Quite relatable topics in
So
Europe lately,
true.
right?
Absolutely.
All ski related though.
Still.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got my
it
second
doesn't
one.
have to be ski
I got
related.
my second one. I hate traffic jam. I think.
Maybe
So
that's
yes, that was number
another
2.
thing.
Ari, number 2 for you.
Oh.
I remember. No, sorry. I mean, maybe I hate war. I guess that's a big
There
one.
you go.
I guess everybody hates war.
Absolutely.
Maybe
fucking
hopefully.
sucks.
Yeah,
Let's-
I hate regulations. Maybe
That's
that's,
a
my
good one.
number one.
That's a really good one.
Ari,
I think I have one. I hate masks. I hate those freaking
There you go.
masks.
You mean like face masks
Yeah,
while skiing?
those stupid things we had to carry
Really?
on our. No, man, the medical
Oh,
whatever mask we
alright,
had to
alright.
wear.
Because I just wanted to say I can't ski without a
I-
face mask
no,
because I get
I
sick
can't.
instantly.
But I spent sometimes some time in the surgical mask, whatever, and
Mhm.
I hated that for sure. So I.
Yeah, that
I
was
remember
definitely
that.
unpleasant, but yet quite necessary for a certain amount of time in our history, which is luckily behind us.
Hopefully.
luckily,
hopefully.
no, it's behind us. If we all stick with it, it's behind us. But
If we go by the rules, it's behind us.
my perfect answer to rules is dillygaff. And to all my Australian friends out there, you know what dillygaff means. There's a song about it. If you want to Google it, D-I-L-L-A-F.
There's a shortcut for this in nowadays world.
There's a shortcut?
Yeah, UTFG.
UTFG. What does that mean?
Use the fucking Google.
UTFG dillygaff.
Millennial language.
UTFG dillygaff. That's our 2023 new wording, right?
Oh yeah, we're all about youth.
Now we're gonna send it to a more fun topic, ladies, and I hope you're still with us and your iced tea is treating you well. Our next.
No, wait, Martin. I
What?
got like following up with on the Podium of Hate. I got a little tiny
I know. That's
tiny topic to talk about with you girls and you, Martin, and that is X Games.
and he's starting it off as if it's a tiny topic, ladies and gentlemen.
is not.
Our next topic, then please, because
It's X Games. Because the riders has just been announced, and what I've noticed, I feel like they're the same riders for like 100 years. There's just the same set of riders.
I got an email with the riders list, and I got the riders list last year as well, and I didn't know if it was a new email because it's the same.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe the point is that the X Games,
There's no new skiers on this planet.
which is super unfortunate, especially with the new progressive format like the knuckle huckers, because I'm pretty sure there's exactly the spot to highlight all the like different skiers from the whole planet. And the point is that X Games doesn't do the X Games qualifiers anymore, which I think is a big mistake because then we're seeing the same skiers doing the same stuff every year all the time, and it's not even like a competition anymore, and it mostly feels like some sort of a reality TV show or something. It doesn't really feel like it's like the pinnacle of skiing anymore, because I feel like with the qualifiers there would be so much or like so many more skiers that would deserve the spotlight with their creative approach to the skiing than the same skiers that are invited. Because for me it feels like to get invite, you need to have the right sponsors, you need to be at the right place, you need to know the right people, and then you maybe get invited to X Games.
Maybe.
Which I feel is a big bummer, because there's so many people that would deserve this spotlight and they would perform such a great show for everybody to watch.
X Games used to be and supposed to be the pinnacle of our sport.
And the pinnacle of progression of our sport.
Exactly. And now, what has happened? It's been the same riders every year. It's been
Unfortunately.
the same way to get in. If you have the right sponsor, you're going to get a spot. If you've been there and you know this and this guy, you're going to get a spot. But where are all these incredibly talented skiers from all around the world? Why are they not competing? Why is there no knuckle hug for girls? Ladies,
For example.
sending it to you. Wouldn't you want to compete in a knuckle hug at X Games?
If it's powder in the landing, yeah.
I mean, it snows quite a lot during the
It
X
snows a
Games,
lot
so-
in Aspen.
Yeah.
Snows a lot.
So maybe yeah, or like, what do you think? Like, do you think like that the X Games starters should get like a little more, like diversity in the athletes than it got past couple of years? Because there's like literally the same names repeating all the time, and you know, like you see it every day on the social media. There's like so many young, crazy, hungry kids that are hucking their meat all the time, and they're doing crazy stuff, but they never get the spotlight because you know they're not sponsored. They don't have the right, you know, like athlete managers or whatever. You know, they just not in the VIP top big game as the top athletes that are getting the invites every year. So, do you think like, what would you suggest, or what's your opinion about this? Because I'm being a little little sad about
I
this.
mean, I think it's not the case only for X Games. It's just the case for skiers that don't want to compete in general. Maybe they don't want to do like FIS competitions, but they're really strong skiers. You don't have many possibilities left really to like show what you do. And
Indeed.
I know that many people don't want to be social media skiers. So with all the private comps
Yeah.
not happening anymore. I know they're coming back, like the rail jam we had in Innsbruck. It was amazing to see this kind of comps, I think, coming back to life, because it just, you know, allowed good skiers to like actually ski a comp that it's actually fun, like riders judging riders. And I really hope that we get this kind of scene back, because it would allow people to show their skiing without being social media skiers
Yeah.
or part of the X Games or part of the World Cup,
But
whatever.
shouldn't X Games be the pinnacle of this, like the really top of this? People that don't want to be social media skiers, and because like X Games used to be, you know, hardcore of freestyle skiing, but right now it doesn't seem like that. It's just like another FIS competition, basically.
It's more like a show to me. Like when I watch it, it's like so American and like just like a show.
is.
And
It's a TV show,
yeah,
right?
It
it's
is a
not
TV
like
show.
They don't
it's
care.
not like
They don't
it's
care
not
about the
so
riders.
real anymore, I think, in my eyes. It's
more
a
of
lot about
reality
the
show,
show, and then you have these athletes that maybe the girls are pretty and blah blah blah, and like it's all about
Absolutely.
this
And they do this
scene.
beautiful, like
Yeah.
behind the scenes,
And-
emotional story about that.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
know,
you're right
but
too. Like, if the only way for the riders to showcase their skills
It's so
is
hard.
FIS comps or social media, then you're gonna have the same people that win the FIS comp that gonna be at the X Games, and
But not
we
even
need
that.
more events.
we
like back
definitely
in the
need
days.
more
Yeah.
possibilities for other skiers to like. I mean, the level 1, the super known comp, I think is a really cool one, because
Agreed.
actually you see every year so many good
Yeah.
skiing edits
And there's
from
also like a big
names
diversity
I've
between
never
each
heard.
other.
But it's
I like
not
that.
one of the only ones, so I really hope there's more platforms for all the skiers, because not everybody wants to compete or compete in that FIS world, I
That-
guess.
Totally.
That brings me back. For example, the nines. What Nico
yeah.
Satzek built.
Yeah.
He
So
he built
important to have
such
So
an
important.
amazing
Yeah.
product for guys and for girls, and he
Yeah.
started with the queens, and I mean,
Yeah.
sessions like this progress the sport in a real way, because
Yeah.
you get the platform, you get the opportunity, you get the time to jump these
Yeah.
huge kickers and huge obstacles, and show what you actually can do. And this with competition formats is always very tight knit, I would say.
Yeah, so many first happened at 9 Queens or 9 nights, like first, whatever, double for ladies, switch
And they're
dance.
coming back. I heard rumors.
You
Who?
did you?
What?
I heard rumors we're coming back in April this year. I
But
think
dude,
we're
watch
still.
out, you're live on TV.
Well, I
right
know
now.
I'm live on TV, but
Just
I don't
saying.
care, Nico. I don't care. I'm gonna spread it and stomp it out. We're gonna have another nines. We're gonna have another nines in a new location.
I have no clue.
Ah, I do.
Okay.
That's all I gotta tell you, though. And maybe Coline wants to tell us more about that.
Oh yeah, that's been my favorite event for years, for sure. Like such a cool vibes. You get to spend like 1 week shooting together, shooting, not competing. That's the good part too. You're like you just chill, like a big jam session. You get used to the jump. You can have morning sessions, sunrise or whatever.
Both of them, I guess.
Sunrise,
Both of them,
sunset.
yeah.
We even skied through the night, I have to say.
Yeah, true.
At
night
least
session.
Jesper does every time, right?
Yeah, actually.
He's the only guy who actually has night sessions. All right, this was a little heavier topic, so let's lighten it up a little bit with the social media meltdown.
We're going to start it off with our
Jesus.
first social media meltdown, and this is going to be bowling for Jerry's at Kreisberg. Let's go. Have you ever been on a T-bar like this guy on a snowboard? Do you guys? Well, he's picking up
there.
speed, that's for
Back in
sure.
the days,
One,
what the fuck?
This is-
3,
this
no,
is
2.
awesome.
That's 2 more.
You seen this?
Holy
No.
guacamole.
It's so good.
This is actually art. If he wanted to do this, he would never be so successful like he is right now.
What are they?
Well, it describes the conditions in Europe pretty well, I think, you know? I was like, yeah, that's
like
how it is.
2 centimeter layer of pure ice, basically.
It's so good.
Going
True,
so fast.
true,
It's
true,
freaking
true. It
scary.
explains the situation in Europe right now, but it explains the situation in Europe and ski resorts in general because most of our tourists are getting drunk and they're on the lid like, there's something coming. It's hitting me. Why are they not moving? I mean, I see 5 guys coming at me, and I'm in the T-bar. I can't move. I'm not moving. I'm gonna get hit. I'm still. What are they thinking? What would you do?
I wouldn't move. I would be so scared. I would
Maybe that's why that happened.
yeah, maybe that's
Okay. Okay, so I'm in the wrong. I guess what you should have done is just stay. As Coline said,
No.
don't move, be scared.
But
Get
I've shared this clip on my Insta stories, and there's been one guy who actually replied on the stories that it is funny indeed, but there had to be a helicopter called in because somebody got injured. And obviously, pretty bad because there was a helicopter. So it's quite unfortunate, but yet it's fucking ridiculous at the same time. I can't help myself. So I'm really sorry about that, but this was art.
Yeah.
Let's move on to another clip. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Imagine knuckling.
Boom.
He's 12ing. He's going for 12, right?
Almost.
Check it out. Check it out. He's going for 12. I think he's.
Oh,
Yeah. He's going for 12.
No
it
way.
felt like
And-
he's going too big, so he actually saved himself and turned it one more 180.
And thought that he's gonna land switch. Just to give you a little insight, this is FIS skier, US free ski team member, Dylan Ladd. He's a half-pipe skier and decided to send it over a road gap to a Dub Cork 12.
Good job, man.
That's so sick.
Do you think he
Yeah.
landed?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there's a
On
rumor
his
that
skis
No?
and rode out of it.
Maybe, yeah, no?
Yeah.
On one ski.
He
There,
looked
there's
pretty
a rumor
balanced.
that he didn't land because he turned into 12 afterwards. So based on the FIS, like he gets 0, maybe 6.5 points. So nice Insta clip, but doesn't work. Thank you.
Well,
Goodbye.
It
So
would-
nobody knows?
Just
landed?
Instagram knows.
Just inside. Yeah, okay.
I think he does. He does know.
Or maybe he does
know.
too.
Maybe
Maybe,
forgot.
maybe you know if we get enough trouble started, he will post it on his Instagram.
Maybe some of our viewers.
Dylan Ladd,
Yeah.
if you can see us, we would love to see the end of this clip, or also just a video of you telling us how the clip ended. Thank you very much for that. If you want to get into it. Next topic, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be something that we've been all looking out for last year. Eileen Gu, our 3-time Olympic medalist, 2 golds, 1 silver, all under the eyes of her amazing coach, Misra Noto, the one and only.
Shout out to Misra right there.
Shout out to Misra right there.
Oh, right there.
Let's check out the clip from Eileen Gu.
Told him check the stats. Yeah, I got a couple. I don't try to ball. Now I never fumble.
Oh, skier.
Now I feel like Russell. Feel like John
Okay.
Oh,
14
wait, did our
and-
production paper say
No,
blonde?
no, 14. Yeah, there's the
Oh,
blonde.
there's
the blonde. There's the blonde.
And Schuldigung.
There's the blonde.
There's a purple blonde.
There's the blonde. That's actually legit.
Both ways.
Wow.
That's actually legit.
Unbelievable.
Strong girl. Strong skier.
Like, it feels like she cheated life, you know, like she's smart, she's model, and she's the best skier in the world. She throws both way double corks and all this stuff, winning Olympics, winning World Cups, winning X Games and everything.
And
Like-
that's just skiing.
And that's just skiing, actually.
She's going to Stanford University, so she's smart as hell.
Yeah, probably.
She's modeling on an international catwalk. She's going to the
Also-
Met Gala in New York, where my son actually told me about it. Like, this is something where I want to go to, maybe one day.
I don't even know what it is.
No,
I
neither.
didn't know either. Also, let's
Eileen,
talk about,
Eileen, you and I, we know. It's okay.
Yeah, Martin, you know.
let me
I
give
got
you
the
a little
vote.
question. How much followers do you think Aileen has on Instagram?
A lot.
She's
Just
a
try
lot.
just one guess.
1
Whatever.
million? No.
1 million?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
more than 1
More
million,
than
I
1
think.
million? Wow.
Put a number.
1.3.
Almost 1.6 million followers on Instagram. So I think the social media meltdown has been
1.6
melted.
million.
That's unbelievable. She's going
She's-
after
she almost
Cristiano Ronaldo, actually.
she almost has as many as you.
Getting close.
Yeah.
Getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But I'm
We
not
can-
at Stanford, so
yeah, you stupid.
I was at Oxford, so
Sorry.
Oxford
Well, we're going to
graduate.
continue, ladies and gentlemen, with our next clip, and this is the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ski Boss, Tanner Hall.
Yeah,
Oh god.
this guy.
2, 3, 4. What?
Unbelievable.
Dude. Send it.
So is this
Send
actually
it.
a quad backflip on a pyramid gap or what?
It's so
Well, we've been discussing this clip, and we got Ethan Stone on our side, and he has one of the biggest insights in free ski knowledge and history, and he told us this is Pyramids Gap, and it's not the gap itself, but the landing of Pyramids Gap, and that's Tanner Hall sending a quad at 39 years of age.
He's
39,
Insane. Yeah.
sending a quad.
Yeah, big props. Tanner.
ski boss.
Have you
Passion.
ever
The
seen
chef.
those two famous gaps in like real life, the pyramid or Chad's Gap?
Never.
I've seen Chad's Gap spots, but it was like almost no snow last season.
Oh, you've been actually at the
in
place.
Grizzly. Well, I don't remember the name, but like we saw it from remote, and it's quite impressive.
Do you guys know who was the first skier who cleared Chet's Gap?
Candid?
Oh, the Frenchies.
Mm.
No,
They
the
know.
Frenchies.
of
No, that's
course.
absolutely right. And when we talk about sending, we're going to send it to our next clip. And ladies and gentlemen, this guy is sending it hard.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, what is he thinking?
Oh, you're so close, dude.
Oh, so close.
Oh, what's this
Yeah,
guy
it was
doing?
almost there.
What the fuck is
Almost
he
there.
doing?
Where is he going? No. No. Really? Whoa.
What is it?
Guy doing?
Dude, what young people do for internet points.
Wow.
This is impressive. This is really impressive.
He's stoked.
Okay, do you think it is staged or is it actually just some random dude just like ski 200 kilometers per hour onto a tube and hit the tree?
Maybe it's the new thing, man. Jump into trees, like
Maybe
you
it
know,
is.
new way to
Maybe
show
a
your
new
skiing.
TikTok trend.
Maybe.
Hitting trees hard.
Hard and heavy.
Dude, but for real, what is the kid thinking? He sees the guy. I'm gonna do like a little switch up, and then I'm gonna go send it into where? What is the concept? What is the idea? What is this kid thinking, Ari?
I don't think he's thinking much.
I agree.
Oh, he's American.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Oh,
The
He was thinking it's,
Europeans.
it's feet away.
don't shoot us! Don't shoot us!
We like America.
NRA for life.
Especially I do. All right, I think it's time to move on to a little spiciness. What do you think, Martin?
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
All right, that is hot. The spicy hot quiz. Run number 3 is about to go down with our two beautiful ladies, Ari Tricomi and, of course, Coline Ballet-Baz. Dan, what is about to happen?
Spicy Hot Quiz is basically a trivia, let's say, tiny little competition, and we're gonna ask you ski-related and not ski-related question that you have to answer. If you're gonna answer first, you're gonna press the buzzer, and you're gonna answer the question. If your answer is right, you're not gonna do anything, you're gonna win a point. But your opponent will eat a nacho with a spicy sauce. We get a selection of 5 different spiciness that you can choose from, but basically you're gonna go from your right to the left, from the least spicy to the most spicy one. If you're not answering your question and you're the second one, you're also eating a nacho. Am I right?
That's right.
And then once anybody of you will reach 5 points, you're gonna win this Spicy Hot Quiz.
And the prize, we'll talk about the prize later on. But did you see how much the skin color of the ladies changed? They were like all enthusiastic and let's go, let's do this. And now they're in the Spicy Hot Quiz.
A little nervousness.
I'm not so sure about this whole
Also,
thing.
what would
Why
be-
am I here?
Also, it would be interesting to see the color change after a couple minutes of the Spicy Hot Quiz too.
But let's not take away all or any of the fun that is about to happen. Dan, should we start with our first question?
Should I take the honor of the first question?
Please do, sir.
All right. Ladies, are you ready for this?
Ready.
Ready.
Ready. All right,
Ready.
let's
Ready.
start. Let's go. Which 2 skiers, men and women, won the first Olympic freestyle slopestyle in 2014 in Sochi, Russia?
Hit the button if you know it. Hit the buzzer if you know it. Both girl and guy.
All right.
Coline.
Dara Howell and Josh Christensen.
Oh.
That is
right.
And
Good
That was the
job.
one.
you know we
Yeah,
have
I
our
didn't
we
know.
have our point system right here. So
I don't think I will
Coline,
know much of this.
boom,
You will
one
know more
for you,
about the freeride stuff.
one for you.
I'm afraid that you're gonna have to take one little nacho and
Yeah.
take
Alright.
the little punishment right there.
Where?
Well, you know, we
Here?
we said we
Where?
I think you should start
But
from
the
your right.
Most mellow.
Most mellow.
Yeah.
most mellow is either on the right or the left.
Okay. Yeah, I
The-
don't
the
trust you guys.
Well,
There
as
goes
we
the
sa-
reverse
as-
psychology.
Ari, that was chip number 1 with sauce number 1 because you didn't have the answer. You better
No,
get
man.
your stuff straight.
I didn't
I'm going
know.
to continue with question number
It's okay.
2 for the both of you, obviously. If you know the answer, you know the drill, hit the red button, answer correctly. The other one is going to take chip number either 1 or 2. Let's fan out. Ladies and gentlemen, the question is, and that is, that's a fun one. Who founded Level 1 Productions? I'm going to give a hint. The first name starts with Josh. Starts with Josh.
I have a
Doesn't
wrong
help
one,
too
I
much.
think.
Does the last name
I have
starts
one
with a
I
B?
nine.
don't know
Level
much
Cha-
about.
No?
Okay, I try something.
All right.
Josh Bishop? Nah.
This
Close.
This close.
Josh
job,
was
Colin.
right. Actually.
Josh was right. Nice.
Really? No way.
Yeah. Sorry, Coline. It's not Josh Bishop. It's
Yeah, it was a-
Josh Berman.
Berman.
But it was very close. You got the Josh right. Nonetheless, pick a chip, pick a sauce. Start from the
Okay.
left. But Ari had the first one.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's true. That's true. Just saying, you know, just spicing up the hot quiz. It's all right, isn't it?
Really
isn't
good.
it? All right, back to you, Dan. Question number 3.
I'm gonna follow up with the non-ski questions. All right. You girls ready? Let's do this. What is the sum of all the angles in a triangle?
What is the sound?
The sum of all the angles in a triangle.
Like this.
Which is this, and that.
90.
You have to press the buzzer if you got the answer.
It's a 90.
180?
Oh, there you
Good
go.
job, Coline.
There you go.
Another hard
There you go.
one.
Well,
Shame on us.
well,
I
Coline,
hate this stuff, really.
one for
Ari.
you.
I have
I'm
to
afraid-
Ari,
do cheap,
one for
yeah.
you too. Not a point.
You have to do the second
number
one.
2.
This one?
Number
Fuck.
2. Yes, yes.
But don't worry, like, be generous.
They're
be
fine.
generous.
It's not bad. Honestly,
bad.
honestly,
That's a good one. But
until the last one, everything's no problem.
And
I
we
tr-
tried ourselves, of course. So
I cried.
we know what
I
we're
cri-
talking-
I
yeah.
cried. I
if
cried,
you've seen
I
the
cried.
episode number 2 with Paddy and Tom, you could have seen that we've been both
You should have
crying.
watched it. You should have watched the episode.
Definitely.
You should have watched the episode. We're gonna continue
Very
with question
spicy.
number 4. To the ladies. Who are the 2 founders of Slush?
Slush, that's cool.
Who is one founder?
I was. Is it?
You already gave the answer. He was in another question.
Was it? I don't know the name.
Well, but if you know it, why don't you hit the buzzer?
Yeah, hit the
Because I don't
bottom.
have the second one. Yeah,
well,
maybe I have.
Well, I put it down to
Uh,
one founder, because 2 is
yeah, I do
obviously.
have the
well, then if you have one,
Matt
then
Walker and Josh Christensen.
well, there you
Oh,
go. That's
yeah.
both of them. Well,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But y-
Colleen.
we need Freeride questions.
Ah, it's
2.
okay.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
so
no.
much
She's
sure.
totally
Question.
fine.
I have an advantage.
I don't know about this one. This
Ari,
color.
Ari was a park rat at one point. By the way, about rat.
Yeah, but
No, let's not go there. Well, okay. I have. You have
good.
another question.
I
then.
have another question. I'm gonna
Okay,
aim
so
it a
I
little
see
bit
it
more
right
to the.
to the freeride side.
probably
Well,
don't even
yeah,
know
we
that.
can
Or
say that.
Just well, you know, they're not liking our park questions. So either freeride
I'm
or
gonna totally cruise out.
out of the way, out of skiing. Let's go.
Okay,
Ladies?
who was you?
Nice.
Sure, you're
Wow.
spicy enough.
It's getting started.
It's like it's getting there, right?
Look, the color in the face
Awesome.
is coming back a little bit.
Yeah, she's getting a little more.
It's good. It's
a little
good,
more
it's good. Question, please, sir.
Ready for this? All right. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize?
Wow.
First woman.
Who was famous for like civil rights or this kind of famous woman?
Isn't it unfair? Because isn't she French?
I actually don't know,
Oh, maybe I have one idea.
but
Yeah.
could be.
She's
I
French.
But
don't know.
as far as my knowledge lies, I have no clue.
Oh, she's not French. No, she's not French.
I know there were like this Indonesian girl recently, woman. not
Recently,
girl,
yeah, but
recently.
we're talking the
This
first.
is the
one.
first one
First
ever.
First one.
I
Well,
don't know.
Okay,
Well-
I try something.
Okay.
Simone Veil?
No,
No.
that is a wrong answer. I'm sorry. You have
no,
to.
No worries.
Well, now you have to have a
imagine.
chip.
Oh,
Oh,
Who was it?
The
Madame
correct answer
Curie.
is
who?
Madame Curie.
Marie Curie.
Yep.
Really? Okay.
She has won the Nobel Prize in
Yeah.
physics with her husband
Yeah, she
Pierre
was a
Curie and
builder.
Henry Becquerel.
Becquerel?
It's a tough surname for me to pronounce, but
No points. It's
Actually-
3-0 for Coline. Ari, gotta step it up.
It's okay.
Let's go.
okay.
Question number. Six?
Six.
I think
Actually,
it's six.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. My question will be. Oh. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go non-skiing as well. What video currently has the most views on YouTube? Oh, come on.
I don't
I have
know,
no idea.
man. I don't know.
No.
I know that.
Probably.
It's my
I mean, it's your
Fitness
favorite song.
stuff.
I mean, come on. Of course, you know that.
We can give you advice. It's a song.
It's a song.
Song.
It's like,
Pink Floyd.
Oh, I
Something
wish
with
that
Pink-
if
I don't know,
if it would have
man,
been
I
Pink
really
Floyd, the
don't-
world would have
I
been
don't-
all right.
I don't know what's the
That's
most views.
in a perfect
I
world
really
that would have been Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
but in the world we're living in, it's unfortunately a
Yeah, what
baby
is it?
shark.
it's Baby Shark.
What is it? Never seen it.
Oh no, me
Baby
neither.
shark.
Okay, let's not go. Let's
I
not go
don't
there.
either.
Baby
I have
Shark,
no idea.
12,
I've never seen
12
that.
billion, 12 billion views, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable.
All right, next question then. No,
Actually-
whoa!
The baby shark. Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky
Who
you
is
don't know
Ari.
that.
Ari?
What?
Oh,
okay.
true.
Well, you said
Well,
Pink
this-
Floyd.
this
It's not
is-
Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
number 4.
Yeah, this
Number
one.
4. Number 4 for Ari. Can we get a close up in here? Ari, number 4. How's number 4 treating you?
Not so nice.
Not so nice.
Not so much in there anymore.
Is it
Ari's got-
spicy as they said that the quiz is?
Is it as hot and spicy as the
quite
quiz?
spicy.
As the 2 hosts here?
You're so spicy, guys.
Oh, god damn.
Okay. Ari, do you want to take off your vest or is it okay? Still okay, still okay. All right. We're going to continue, ladies and gentlemen. Next question, because we have still a 3-0. We also have bread and milk if you need it. Just let us know.
Just in case.
Next question, please.
Who was the first skier to clear Chad's gap?
We said that before, huh?
We said that in the...
Why don't you use
Then
this
hit the button
opportunity to
quick.
get the point?
But it's not fair, no? She said it before.
Nah,
Well-
you
Can
get
it?
It is
You know what?
perfectly
You know
fair.
what's fair?
No?
Fair is a chip and a freaking sauce. Coline,
Thank you, I was a little hungry.
You're welcome,
skip.
Coline.
No, Coline, you skip number 2. You have to go to number 3.
I
Really?
Why?
had number 2 already.
Oh, you had it already.
And it was a good one. I loved it. Mango.
The mango is good,
The
but
mango
you.
is good. Maybe it's not.
I was gonna say it's
Okay,
not
the
even red.
fourth one is gnarly.
Alright,
fuck.
come on. Number 4 is bad.
It's gnarly, yeah.
It's
Okay,
gnarly?
yeah, it's getting serious.
Yeah,
A little
No, no,
bit.
no, no.
That's what we would like to hear.
What did
But
you-
however, there is a first point
Wow.
for Ari. Look at that. Ah, what a lovely sound.
That sound doesn't that make you feel happy?
Yeah, so happy. Wow.
It made me happy too. Finally, 3-1. Martin, please
Next
continue.
question. Next question. This is. We'll see who got this right.
One is
Völkl Skis is celebrating an anniversary this year. How old does Völkl turn?
I should know that.
Oh yeah, you should
Am I
You
know
should.
getting
that.
fired if I don't know it?
Shinka.
40?
Oh fuck, you're fired. I'm sorry, I said the F word. I didn't even mean
Sorry,
to. But it's not Shinka. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
wait.
I'm afraid this should be a
70,
negative
100.
point.
I'm
actually.
40. I'm 40.
Yeah.
So, 80.
100.
Okay, both of you take a chip.
No,
and ti-
man, I am
No,
not
you-
taking
you're
a
right.
cheap.
You're right. Ari, you're right.
You didn't press the buzzer. You didn't press the buzzer. so
Colleen,
it was
you
good.
were
I
wrong.
take a chip.
Please,
Okay,
please.
okay,
Number
okay.
4 to get you on the page with
I have a
Ari.
chip and I'm fired. That's the best.
One chip and you're fired. I'm sorry. One chip and you're fired. You're fired. All right. Well, color is coming back. Next question then.
All right, I got another non-ski topic question.
Oh, okay.
What is the biggest planet in the solar system?
We should probably know this stuff, huh? Jove.
Blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
It's the smallest.
Damn, I'm nervous.
We're gonna. Yeah. No, it's hitting.
I can't
No,
think
you-
anymore.
That one is strong.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna give it a 5, a 4, a 3,
three,
a
two,
2, a 1.
It's Jove.
Saturn? No, that's gonna be a wrong one.
It is wrong. Unfortunately, it's Jupiter
Jupiter.
or Jupiter.
Okay.
Jupiter.
That's how. How do you say that in French, actually?
Jupiter.
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 I love it.
Jupiter. Is it le Jupiter?
Jupiter.
Well, Jupiter means your Jupiter is taking one ship around the moon.
Ooh.
The spaceship around the moon
Oh,
from
fuck.
number 5. Can we get a close up with number 5 of Coline?
Oh.
Bon
The
appetit.
number 4 was still hitting.
It's still hitting. Well, this one is gonna send you to Jupiter.
Maybe.
Oh,
Nah,
well,
How do you feel?
not worse
Not that
than the
bad.
4.
no worse than number 4.
But I start having trouble speaking. for
Okay,
sure.
that's what we're trying to get to.
That's perfect.
My next question, our next question is very easy, but think twice before.
Here we go. Now we're talking.
Colleen, again, think twice before you answer.
Okay, yeah. I
Are
will.
you as well? What is the highest mountain in Europe?
Highest in Europe. Yeah, but
No buts.
because
Oh.
you say think twice.
Think twice.
Yeah,
Because it's
Well,
what-
Europe is Europe.
geographical Europe. What?
It's Europe is geographically
I mean-
Europe. It's simple and
it's
it's
not
straight.
Mont Blanc.
so it's probably not Mont Blanc.
So it's
In
not- it's not Mont Blanc.
Caucasus?
Don't forget the buzzer.
Yeah, but I
what's
don't have the name of it.
Well, that's the
then,
thing. We know that you've been traveling. You've been on the highest mountains all over Europe.
It's
Yeah, I
Far
guess
It's
East.
called Mount
I tried, but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
Elbrus.
There you go.
Yeah, nice.
Good
Correct.
stuff.
But
Good
that
stuff.
is that Europe?
Mount
really?
Elbrus, it's still
It's-
ca-
but it's-
geographically, it's still Europe. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
All
Yeah,
right.
this time we fact checked our
You fact checked
answers.
that? Okay.
You can either have another chip and no sauce, or
I'm down with
You're
the
down with the
solution.
sauce?
Yeah, no, with no sauce.
with no sauce. With no sauce.
Yeah, just a
Well,
chip.
okay, then you have a chip.
Because
Then you have a chip.
getting
Then you
hard.
have a chip. And I think we're gonna pull out one more question.
One more.
One more question, and it's gonna go for 2 points.
So it's like death or glory, basically.
It's the how do you say the
Sudden death?
Sudden death, exactly. Thank
All
you.
right.
Do you play soccer?
I hate soccer.
So you
to be
soccer.
honest.
Got it. Okay, one last question for the
Thank you,
ladies.
Should I take
Please
the honor?
do us the honor.
All right. This is a basic trivia of freeskiing. Who invented the kangaroo flip?
Go ahead.
Is it John Olsen?
That is correct.
Actually, that's not correct. His name is Jon Olsen.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
But
Jesus.
you,
You
you
almost
said
got me
her
the-
name wrong like 5 times. So
I did. When?
You did, yeah.
Ballet-Baz.
Ballet-Baz.
How do you say it?
Ballet-Baz.
No.
Yeah.
You know, and okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to get into that really tight because I've talked to Nico Tsatsik,
That's it.
and he
Nico
says
Tsatsik.
it's Ballet-Baz.
No, it's
And I'm like,
Ballet-Baz.
dude, I've been saying Ballet-Baz all the time, and
Same
he's
here.
like, no, it's called Ballet-Baz.
No. Sorry, Nico.
Nico, get your facts straight, or come to the show and have some chips.
That would be actually
Coline,
quite
I'm very
amazing.
sorry about that.
You're
Entschuldigung. However, the score has spoken and Ari has won. It's
I
unbelievable.
don't know.
Because that was worth for
It's
2
cheat-
points.
I was
cheat,
worth for 2
we-
points.
Yeah.
It was a little cheat
You won,
question,
yeah.
but still worth 2
Thank you,
points.
thank
And
you.
it turned
As long
out
as I
that
don't have
It was
to,
a
like,
nice
competition.
chug any of these.
I
last one?
have
Oh,
to
well.
say,
It's
ladies,
heavy?
you
I have
you
to
did
just, like,
exceptionally
dip it
well.
Just to try like this.
But
Are you-
not heavier than the first one, but like after the first one, it's like.
It's okay. Well, it's been a blast, ladies. Thank you so much for coming on
Thank
to
you.
the Downdays TV episode number 3. And
Wow, that's a
we
heavy
wish
one,
you
holy shit.
all the best. And we have a couple of reminders as well. You can win so much amazing stuff here at Downdays TV. Please just comment. Send us questions for our questionnaire. Get involved. Get excited for Downdays TV because we got Völkl skis, Oakley goggles, swag from Downdays.
Yeah, quite heavy.
Swag
Just
from
like a
Downdays. Have you
mini-
seen this beautiful hoodie back
Yes,
there?
I
there's a homie behind us that you
Right there.
maybe didn't
And it
notice
just
before, but
stays-
he got a
stays
sick-ass
in your
hoodie
mouth.
right there that you can win just by submitting a question for our guests on our YouTube channel, Downdays.
Gnarly, poo.
You should definitely do that. Maybe you can win skis, goggles, or Downdays
Can't
swag.
even imagine like.
That's
that.
absolutely right. So one more time, thank you so much to our guests, Arianna
guys.
Tricomi, and of course, Coline Ballet-Baz.
Buzz.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for
Thank
tuning
you.
in. This was Downdays TV episode number 3. We couldn't have asked for better guests. Thanks for coming out, and stay safe, stay healthy. All the best for your season. And Dan,
There's
any
only
other words?
one more thing left we have to do.
Tell me.
Rock, paper,
Oh.
scissors, shoot. Okay?
This is going to be a heavy one. All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this was Downdays TV episode number 3. If you like, subscribe, hit the button, because this is what we need. Let's join us next time. Bye-bye.
Papa. Beautiful.